welcome to this week's video.
Welcome to this video. Today I'm going on a bike ride outside for the first time in a minute and by myself for the first time, not ever, possibly ever. Cycling is something I really want to get into just because I want to complete a triathlon and I need to get comfortable outside on the streets, especially because in a race it's going to be very packed, very uncomfortable. So I need to get used to outside stimulus. Today's ride is not going to be that long. It's only going to be a mile, so like two and a little bit there and back. I have been watching this cycle content creator and him going out to get a brew, as he calls it, and going out to cycle to like a coffee shop midway and then completing his cycle has really been like making me itch to go outside to go like cycle. Yeah, I live in LA. I don't live in Europe. The roads are not as nice. Also, unfortunately, these are the only like athletic sunglasses that I have. I'm using my Garmin Vivo Active 4S. I've had this thing beat this thing up. I honestly don't know how it's still alive. It's so funny that these are what makes it all so frightening. The fact that you have to click in to a bike. Cycling wouldn't even be that bad. Okay, I'm gonna go out and cycle. I think I'm just gonna bring the garage sticker with me so I can just come back and come right back in the garage, but wish me luck. Okay, I've just re-downloaded Zwift. That's what we're gonna use to finish the cycle today. Man, do I want to do hills? That's the grand question. Okay, that was like a 40-minute ride, 14 miles, 14 point something miles. So it wasn't that bad. Apparently, before I used to use Zwift like a lot, all the time. I rode 1% slower. So not bad for not riding. I used to ride a lot. Now I'm going to do some single leg. I'm gonna change really quick, do some single leg. Man, I follow Max Doloff on Strava and his memes are always so funny. 14.36 miles, average speed 20 miles per hour. It's not terrible. Average power 178. Those two are the things I'm trying to like increase for sure. Okay, I've made a fresh electrolyte drink which I've almost already finished. I'm gonna shift some things and set up for a single leg day and try to get that done in like 30-40 minutes. I'm not trying to take forever. This will do for today. I'm really excited to eventually get my squat rack finished. My workout, it was a really easy leg day, single leg day. I'll put in some clips I took for reels. I really didn't even move that much, but anyways, gonna end with abs, always end with abs. Lately I've been doing planks, which suck, but they're good. So guess what I'm gonna do? Right now, I need food, I haven't eaten. I'm gonna do like a couple more planks, maybe some Russian twists, put everything away, and then probably drink some chocolate milk before I actually make food because I'm gonna shower before I eat. And then yeah, all I did was work out today. Like, why did that take so long? My kiss. You know, actually I went to school. I went to one high school for one day literally and I changed schools. But while I was there, there was a guy, he was like, "Do you want a kiss?" And I was like, no, but he pulled out a Hershey's Kisses and I was like, oh my god. That's actually a very smart thing if you know, the person actually refuses and you're like, I'm just joking, it was a Hershey's Kiss. My fitness training, especially in the gym, is going to be way more based on in an athletic sense. I feel like normally when you see gym influencers or fitness influencers, they have splits. So leg day, full body day, upper body, or back and buys, chest and tries and whatever, which makes sense. Like if you are not doing anything other than gymming, if that's just your way to say fit and functional, that makes sense. But it's not really a way to lift athletically. Athletic lifting is so much different. It doesn't even, when I first stopped doing sports and I was going to the gym by myself, I was so confused. I was thinking, what is an upper body day? I've never done that in my life. Just because you do so many compound lifts, so many just powerful things that you kind of hit those areas, or you'll do like a chest press here and there, a military press, but most of the time it's something like cleans and you're hitting everything when you do a clean. That's what my training is going to turn into. I am going to edit for the remainder of me drinking this coffee, edit a bit. I realize I have now gotten back into the flow-ish of creating. It's been kind of weird. I hit a really weird place earlier this year. I kind of just stopped creating in a sense. I didn't really pay that much attention to it. I was really not really on social media as often or as much. And when you do that, if you have a following, say, you change things up or you're just not as active as you used to be, the algorithm hates you, basically blacklists you. It's really not the end of the world unless that's your job. It is not my job. Would I like it to be my job? Sure. Now I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, into the flow of things, and figure out one, what do I want to create? What do I want to put out there? And two, number one, I suppose, what I want it to be for myself, because I let other people's idea of what it was kind of get to me. It just got way too overwhelming. Like this past year, honestly, really got super overwhelming for me. And I felt bad about it because there are some people that I know that do pretty much exactly what I do and handle it, or seemingly handle it fine. You don't ever know what somebody's going through or how they are actually handling things, but outwardly still handling it fine in that sense. And outwardly, I was not handling it fine inwardly or outwardly. And I think I'm coming to accept that maybe that's just not my path, and that's okay. That's also a hard thing to come to terms with, is what it is. I'm grateful for like what has occurred so far. Enough yapping, because I could literally go on forever. I'm gonna edit, drink this coffee, head to bed. I have work in the morning. Thinking about getting up early. Good morning. Today is Monday, start of a new week. Not everything has to be so serious, but I also don't want to compromise myself. So we're figuring that out. Anyways, this is my breakfast. Talking about food. I don't know. The way I eat is very interesting. I hate feeling heavy in the morning. I don't like that feeling. And fruit, I think, is a perfect compromise. I get in vitamins and good stuff and good sugars. Right before I work out, I feel like it's kind of perfect. So that's what I have for breakfast this morning, or kind of not breakfast, but like a pre-workout type of thing. And then in here, and I did not mix it well because I see all this sitting at the bottom, is electrolytes and creatine. Yeah, usually I have coffee in the morning, but also sometimes feels too heavy. Plus, me and my sister are going to a coffee shop later, so I have a little too much to do today. That's like how I find every single day off recently, and I don't like that. Like previously, I used to be able to just go out and wander on my day off, and that's what I love. And that's what I'm trying to get back to too. Just a better overall structure. And of course, like it's up to me. Although I did start today a little bit late because I picked up my cousin from the airport, dropped her off, and I didn't go to bed until 1. I think I finally figured out camera settings. I am also pushing myself to learn way more about my camera. In general, learn about the things that I have, because it's like dumb that I don't. It just feels very counterintuitive, counterproductive that I don't understand the gadgets that I have, I suppose. So I'm trying to do that. This camera makes it a little bit harder because I can't see. Like if I'm talking to the camera like this, it doesn't have a fold out. So I can't see what I'm looking at. I can't see, say, if I'm underexposed, overexposed, if I'm in focus. So it makes it a little bit harder. to self-film on this camera. I do like it for pictures, amazing, amazing. And that's something else that I'm trying to do, is get back into my photography, because that's a passion that I would like to dabble in professionally, not make it a whole career. But let me get back to editing. I'm editing currently my Washington thing, and I've been working on making logs or LUTs by myself. I think it looks not that bad. But the thing is, I didn't have the proper camera settings at the time, so some of the footage is really noisy, which is going to bother me, but what can I do? Start filming, but I am doing my workout right now. I'll show you what I wrote down. And I'm just filming as well for Instagram, but I think we'll just put the camera right here and film as I go. Throw discus. A new development in my life, kind of. I'm practicing some new habits. I'm not going to say what they are yet because I want them to become fully formed habits before I talk about them. But yeah, one of them is waking up and going outside for a walk, like a really small walk, first thing when you wake up. Nothing else. Like literally you get up, go to the bathroom, go outside. It was great. Ate breakfast, had oatmeal, had a coffee, edited a reel, posted it, and I want to take myself to get some sushi. So yeah, we'll see what we get up to. I am gonna do a full week of workouts this week. So today I have a lift today. I think I'm gonna film this lift on my phone. So what I'll do is, like, after my workout, I'll come back and I'll explain it, so then I can put the video as I'm explaining it. You'll see it, what I mean. But yeah, today is my first day back lifting, like, pretty athletically, which means mostly heavy. and soon a lot of plyometrics today. Well, I'll explain later. Let me go to the gym. Cardio wise, I don't have anything that I'm supposed to do. I might go on a walk or a small run because I still do want to do 5Ks, 10Ks. And I do want to do one marathon, but for the way that I'm training now, sprints is the majority of what I should be doing. So working that in is like not a top priority, but it is a personal thing that I want to get done, so I will do it. But yeah, let me go to the gym and then I'll explain to you what I did, why I did it, how I did it, all that good stuff. Okay, finally time to sit down and explain what I did for the week of workouts this week. Today is Saturday, so I guess Sunday is technically the end of the week. Monday I did a lift. I did dumbbell bench, full range of motion, focusing on bringing my arms all the way down and pushing up towards the middle, just because that's the motion I'm going to use when I throw. Heavy squats, but only down to a 45-50 degree angle, because I don't need to go all the way down. It's more for power and explosiveness, so using the catch as like a pin squat type of thing. And you want it to be pretty heavy, but not your full max. And then I did seated toe raises each way, so you have your toes like this, front, and then you point your toes out and you point your toes in. Do 3 each way, 10 each. It hurts. And then for core, I did basically jackknife sit-ups, Russian twists after that. Oh, Tuesday I went on a 3-mile run. I did some push-ups and some dips at one of those like outdoor kind of things that they have, like those outdoor, they just have outdoor exercise things, you know what I'm talking about. You'll see. So yeah, there's 3 miles, and then I kind of did that. I think it was like at 2.5 miles. I came back, did that, and then finished the rest of my 3 miles, and then I just chilled on the beach. Wednesday was another lift, heavy curl to press, so you're curling up, pressing. Hang cleans, so you're just starting from a standing position. Hang cleans are also as heavy as you can go. Split squats, so just with the bar on my back in a lunge position, and then you just stay and go up and down. Those are also as heavy as you can go. And then one set I did 2, but 1 set each of RDLs, pretty heavy, hamstring curls, very heavy, and hip thrusts, very heavy. And then for abs, I did figure 8, so you just put the ball through your legs in a figure 8 motion. And then hanging crunches, so you kind of just hang on the bar, bring your feet up. And then I did to the side too. Thursday, I did sprints on the track, so it was mostly drills. I did a warm-up where you run the straight, jog the turn on a track. If you look at a track, it's like 2 straights, 2 curves, so you jog the straight, or stride the straight, jog the walk. What is it? Stride the straight, walk the turn. And that's what I did. And then some warm-ups, some high knees, A skip, B skip, a lot of skipping. I skipped also 200 meters technically. That was terrible. And then I did more high knees, but in a different fashion. So like 1-2 hop hop, 1-2 hop hop. And then I did wickets, which are basically mini hurdles, and then you just run through them. You sprint through them. I also did hurdle drills, so you line up hurdles back to back, actual hurdles, and you walk over them. It's just really good for hip mobility. And then after that was sled pulls. I only did a 10. I was already super sore from the week from actually lifting heavy for the first time in a long time. So you know, it wasn't extremely fast, but we only did 10 meters. And you know, it's so funny because sprinting, you do so little and you rest so much, and that's why so many people are like, sprinters barely do anything. But when you sprint, you put, I think it's like 7 times your body weight on your hamstrings. So it's intense. You're like pushing yourself to the max, so you need that rest. And even though it's a short period of time, you're getting in a solid amount of work. Friday, so yesterday, we was another heavy lift. So I did seated rows with the pulley, full range of motion. I did 3 sets actually. I was supposed to only do 1 set of 15, but I did 3 sets. Because the first set, well, I always do 2 sets technically for everything, even if it says 1.
because I have to warm up. Also, it helps me gauge like how much weight I should do for that one set. But I did 3 sets technically, so I warmed up one time and then I increased the weight for the second and third set. Then I did lat pull downs. I did 2 sets of that, and then heavy bench. I got up to 30s, I think. So probably hit a plate again soon, which is pretty cool. Then after that, I moved to the trap bar. So we had 3 sets, but I did 4, I think, accidentally, because in my mind, it was 3 sets of 4 reps, but the 4 was stuck in my mind, so I did 4 sets of 4 reps of the trap bar, as heavy as I could go, which I think I could have gone heavier, but I just haven't done it in a minute. Plus, I didn't want to like irritate my back too much because I just have like a ongoing injury, which is great. So I just have to monitor it. But yeah, I think I did like 215. Nothing crazy. And then box jumps, but only about knee height. So I didn't really bend my knees as I jumped. It was kind of just like springing off the floor. My legs were pretty straight. I did some abs, so toe touches, so you're on your back. Legs are straight up in the air and you're reaching up to touch your toes. Jackknife sit-ups again, and then mountain climbers. And then today I went to the track and threw discus. So discus practice. I want to run later, but we'll see. Like, not a fast run, just like a slow run. We'll see. But yeah, I think tomorrow, I'm not sure what I'm going to do tomorrow. Probably some form of cardio, maybe bike. Because I'm supposed to go, I have to work tomorrow. And then I'm supposed to go with my sister to this like coffee convention, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm thinking my next video will be like everything I do for recovery in a week. Yeah, it's a lot of like rolling out and stretching. Oh, thank you for watching. Please like and comment, maybe subscribe. I'm trying to get better at this whole social media thing, like have a focus. I never really had one. I kind of just posted for fun, and then I kind of crashed out a little bit. And now I'm still low-key doing that, but we're getting it together. We're focusing up, moving in a solid direction, I think. It's just weird. Like, it seriously doesn't matter, so I don't know. We'll see. But I'm gonna keep doing it. I can't seem to stop. So there's that, no matter what. But yeah, stay tuned for the next one. Hope you had a good time.